I want to share a quick story with you. A story about how important it is to have mentors in our life. Back when I was 16 years old, I grew up in Northwest Missouri. I worked on a dairy farm. I didn't go to college. I barely even made it through high school. But I was fortunate enough to have a mentor in my life, and the guy's name was Jimbo. And Jimbo was a millionaire. And Jimbo took me under his wing. He poured into me. He taught me entrepreneurship, mindset, how to think, street smarts, all the most important things that I needed to be equipped with because I was going to be an entrepreneur. And Jimbo gave me some of the best advice I've ever had. In fact, I want to share a couple of them with you. First piece of advice Jimbo gave me, he said, Hoss, you got to start a business because profits are better than wages. And so Jimbo helped me. I started Pratt Lawns. I started mowing grass. I was mowing 100 lawns every single week. I was absolutely crushing it in the lawn business at the time. And then Jimbo's like, man, great job, Hoss. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But here's the next step. You've got to take the next action if you want to succeed at the highest level. I'm like, well, what do you mean, Jimbo? I mean, I made 6 figures in high school. Here I am. I've got a successful established business. He goes, Hoss, you've got to get out of here. I'm like, well, what do you mean? He says, you got to move. And I'm like, why? And he says, because you become a product of your environment, and your environment needs to be one that is going to help you grow. And he goes, you can make $100,000 a year here mowing grass, or you can get out of your comfort zone and go make $1 million somewhere else. And I said, Jimbo, what do I do? Where do I go? I mean, I've never even been on an airplane at this time. Where do I go? He says, go to Texas. I'm like, Texas? And he's like, yes, I've never been to Texas. He goes, well, let's go. So Jimbo bought an airplane tickets. We flew to Dallas, where I'm at here now, driving these same streets. It was in August at the time, and I was blown away. I was just a farm boy from Missouri, and Jimbo took me out here and exposed me to what could happen. And so he made me set a date. He goes, what do you think, Hoss? And I said, I like it here, Jimbo. He goes, then set the date. When are you going to move? And I said, November 15th. He goes, make the call then. And so I called my brother Brad in that moment, and I said, hey, Brad, I'm moving to Dallas on November 15th. You get first right of refusal to take Pratt Lawns. And so he took it. And long story short, November 15th, I came here to Dallas, Texas, a market where I didn't know anybody. I got into real estate, fell flat on my face. I failed hard. And I'll never forget the conversation I had with Jimbo about 6 months in on this journey. I remember whenever I was frustrated, I was broke. I just got in real estate. I blew 50 grand in 6 months. I mean, I wasn't succeeding. It was miserable. And I didn't understand why Jimbo put me in that place. And so I remember having a conversation with him. And I remember before I talked to him, I called my dad and I said, hey, Dad, I'm thinking about moving back home. This isn't working out. Man, this thing's tough. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, leaving a successful business, moving here. And he says, come on back. We'll figure it out. But then I made the next call. And the next call was to Jimbo. And I said, Jimbo, the market's bad. I'm not doing good. I lost all my savings I had. I'm failing every single day at this real estate thing. And I said, I think I'm going to move back home. And I remember the conversation, the dead silence that I heard on the other line talking to Jimbo. And Jimbo says, are you done? And I said, yeah, I'm done. And he says, if you move back, you are going to be the biggest loser that ever walked the planet. If you move back, it'll be the single greatest mistake you've ever made. He goes, did you forget what your purpose was in moving there? Did you forget what you want to make happen? Did you forget about who you are? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. And so he goes, this conversation's done. And he hung up the phone. And in that moment, I made the decision I will never move back. And see, in our life, especially as entrepreneurs and salespeople, I mean, so much of it's a mind game, and we've got to have the right people in our life that are pouring into us, people that are helping us think the right way in our moments of weakness. Because let me tell you something, there's going to be moments of weakness, lots of moments of weakness on your journey to the top. And so it's so important to have people like Jimbo in your life that will be the truth teller, that will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, that will hit you right between the eyes with the truth, that will pour into you, that will help you, that will mentor you, that want you to succeed as much as you want to succeed, And that's what the power of a great mentor allows. It's a special relationship that I've had many great mentors in my life. And the only thing that I can say the reason why is because I always took the action that scared me. I always took the pursuit in the unknown. And what I've learned on that journey is I've learned that when you're going for it and you're all in, all the resources will come to you that you need. All the people that you need will come into your life. And so look around your life. Do you have those mentors in your life that are pouring into you every single day, that want you to succeed as much as you want to succeed? And I'm going to leave you with this. If you don't, ask yourself why. Why have those people not came into your life? Maybe you haven't taken enough action. Maybe you haven't done your part. Start doing your part today, and the people like Jimbo are going to come into your life, and you can't ever plan for it. You never know where they're going to come, but know that those people will be attracted to you. So go out there, attract mentors, go for it, and go out there and make big things happen. Take care.